Hey everybody, Stephanie McFeld, Chair and Relationship Coach here. I wanted to talk to you today about a topic that was really near and dear to my heart. Why is it that people stay in relationships that are obviously unhealthy? And what I've come to find from myself and from speaking to other people is that we stayed because we felt we were to blame. And there was a blame game going on. Well, he or she did that, and then I did this, and I lost my temper, and I also am not perfect, and et cetera, et cetera. And I wanted to share with you 2 times in my past that I am not very proud of at all, in the hopes that you can see that it doesn't matter who to blame. There was one time that I remember I was coming back on the train, and my ex left me, just walked away from me. And I had fallen asleep on the train. I woke up kind of all out of it, and he walked away saying something nasty under his breath. And I finally caught up to him when we got to the car. And once I was inside the car, I totally lost my temper and actually became physically violent. I actually remember hitting him. And the next day I was so embarrassed. I was so I couldn't believe myself. I couldn't believe that anything like that could happen from me, to actually become physically violent towards another person. A time before that, we were coming back from a birthday party, and we got into an argument, and my ex said, if you don't be quiet, in not so nice ways, if you don't shut the F up, I'm going to leave you on the side of the road. And he pulled over on the side of the road, basically pushed me out of the car, and as he drove away, I kicked his car and actually left a huge dent in the side of it. And for some reason, in my mind, that gave me an excuse for his behavior. I thought that since he had acted badly, and me acting badly, that I could give him permission for that. That it was me acting just as badly as him. When in reality, it doesn't matter. What really matters is your happiness. Again, we can play that he said, she said. Well, remember when you did this, remember when I did that, and this was my behavior, and you can one-up each other on whatever the bad behaviors are. And it doesn't give anyone an excuse. I cannot give myself any excuses for my bad behavior. But that didn't make what he did okay. And that's what I'm really hoping that you realize. A lot of people will stay in a relationship that's not good. They'll give lots of excuses for why they stay. And the biggest one I see is where people say, well, I am not perfect. Well, I'm going to give you a hint right now. I'm not perfect. I'm actually far from perfect. I'll be the first to admit it. I've got so much more to learn. I'm learning every single day. But the reality is that you need to be happy. And if this is the life that we have, why not make this the happiest, best life you possibly can? I mean, seriously, if I had not left and made the decision to change my life, I could still be behaving in ways that were not like me. I could have been bringing out the worst parts of myself, and who knows what could have happened. I mean, it could have been legal issues, it could have been health issues. I mean, there's so many things that could have gone wrong. And instead, I'm married to a wonderful man and have a beautiful son that I could have never really imagined before. So please, stop playing the he said, she said game. Stop thinking about who's to blame, because realistically it doesn't matter. How does it work? Are you guys a team? Do you work well together? Do you bring out the best in each other? If not, start making plans of how to get away, because that's not a way to live. If you need any other information or want to ask any questions, feel free to send a message at Mind and Body Awakenings. And remember, you're always way stronger than you realize.